Hey guys, how's it going? First of all, welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. Secondly, let's go ahead and say something about some updates, shall we? It's been almost a week since Metroid Dread hit the floor, and thanks to you guys, it gained some pretty good traction, so, thanks. Outside of that, though, that is the last Metroid game that I'm going to be doing for at least a little while here. But don't fret, I will be getting back to Planet SR388 and Samus Returns. Eventually, I finally have a good way to get footage and play that game, so that'll be fun when I get that figured out. In the meantime, though, I had asked you guys at the end of Dread what you would much like to see, and because fate is a cruel mistress, apparently, it was kind of evenly spread out between two camps. I had proposed either Zelda or Castlevania, and both sides of the camp were roughly the same. So, in a surprise twist, I'm going to be covering both. Because both series have an exceptionally long catalog of games, Zelda specifically, what we're going to be doing is doing them into bite-sized chunks. I will be taking the first 3 games from The Legend of Zelda, that being Zelda 1, Zelda 2, and A Link to the Past, and I'll get those done and uploaded for you guys to see. And while I'm working on that, I'll be doing the Castlevania footage in the background. So once those 3 Zeldas are done and uploaded, I should have more than enough footage for Castlevania, and I'll be intermittently dropping both of those, hopefully, if I do this correctly, in a week-by-week circumstance. So one week will be Zelda, and then a week later will be a Castlevania game of some description. But that said, the plan that I have with Castlevania is to do it in reverse. So instead of starting at the NES original and working our way up to modern Castlevania-inspired games, let's say Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, that is 100% not a Castlevania. It's not a Castlevania game, Definitely doesn't have Koji Igarashi behind it. No. So we will not be covering that. We're totally covering that. We're going to be going from Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night to Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, because those have some relevance with early Castlevania games. And then when we get those done, we will be moving backwards from there, starting with Order of Ecclesia, and then ending eventually with the NES original. I will not be going over the 3D entries in Castlevania yet. Much like Metroid Prime, those are a little bit different, and I have to figure out how to capture best that footage. I haven't really done a whole lot in that area just yet, so that'll be fun. I feel like I also probably need to get those games. I don't think I have any of the 3D Castlevanias on hand, but I will eventually. So that is going to be the plan. I'm going to go ahead and hopefully in a week-by-week assessment here be dropping A Legend of Zelda followed by a Castlevania game, and that'll kind of be the pattern going forward. Somewhere in between all of that, like I said, I will be dropping the last bit for Samus in the 2D Metroid Retrospective, and then once that is done, I can set my sights on the Prime games and go from there, and I will be dropping those intermittently as well. So let me give you a TLDR, or DW? Too long didn't watch? Yeah, that works. Hopefully, starting soon, by the time you see this video, The Legend of Zelda Retrospective Part 1 should be out. I will then be working on Part 2 of that while I collect footage for Bloodstained, and then, depending on what I get done first, which will probably be Legend of Zelda 2, honestly, I will release that, and then after that should be Bloodstained, and then it'll be alternating by that point, especially since Curse of the Moon 1 and 2 for Bloodstained aren't exactly super long games. That is going to be the plan moving forward, and if that's still confusing for any reason, just watch the upload schedule. That'll make a ton more sense once you actually see what I'm talking about coming out. So keep your eyes open in the future for that. And God, on top of that, what else? Classes have ended pretty much. This is the last week of classes, so my summer is going to be wide open until the fall. So with that, we will see what happens. If I can get it sorted out, would any of you be interested in maybe some streams of me playing these games and getting the footage? If so, let me know down below. I'll set up a poll to see what times would work for everybody, and maybe we can get that figured out as well, because I'll have plenty of time to do all this YouTube-y type stuff now that summer vacation is right around the corner. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to let me know. down below. And like I said, keep an eye out on the community tab. I will be putting out a poll, hopefully in the next couple days here, to get an assessment on that for you. Otherwise, I do think that is it. I don't think I have much else I need to talk about. So I guess I'll see you later. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.